When developers write software, it starts here, on their computer. They call this the development or local environment, local as in nearby. Eventually, that software will need to be running somewhere real-life customers can use it, and we call this the production environment. That production environment is usually a server or several servers spread across the world. Deployment, or shipping, is how teams get code from the development environment up to production, where it can be used and potentially abused. In the old days, deployment wasn't very complicated. So long as your local environment used similar hardware to the production environment, you could just copy code from one to the other. Engineers often called this pushing to production. Historically, once per quarter, the quality assurance team would approve tested software, meet with the operations team who maintained the production environment, and approve the deployment. These days, shipping software is more complex. We might want to do various things with the code during deployment from local to production. We might want to integrate or merge changed code with any code that other developers changed while I was writing mine. We might want to automatically test the code in various ways to make sure it meets all the requirements, it's fast, and it's robust to heavy load or cyber attacks. We might want to split the software to run different parts on different servers. For more on each of these, check out the activities on source control, automated testing, and distributed systems. Code goes through each of these stages on its way to production, like a stream that becomes a river and flows into the sea. And all of this has to happen while thousands of engineers across hundreds of teams are pushing to production dozens of times a day, and while millions of customers are trying to use it. For reference, Amazon deploys about 23,000 times a day, while serving millions of customers. The set of approaches which makes all this possible are called continuous integration and continuous delivery, or CI/CD for short. It's called continuous integration because the first part is about continuously merging code from multiple contributing developers into one master codebase. It's called continuous delivery because the second part is about always having the ability to release software at any given time by pushing a single button. The most important part of CI/CD is the continuous bit. CI/CD exists so independent teams can ship software continuously without having to coordinate ahead of time. CI/CD directly supports blended, self-organizing teams, an agile principle. The fundamental unit of CI/CD is the pipeline. A pipeline makes sure everything that needs to happen to software on its journey from development to production definitely happens. There are platforms like Microsoft Azure, Amazon Web Services, and Google Cloud, which allow you to set up and manage CI/CD pipelines from scratch through a simple, clickable online website. There are also tools to support each stage in a pipeline. Git and Subversion for source control management, Selenium, JUnit, and hundreds more for testing, Docker, Kubernetes, Ansible, Terraform, and many others for releasing. So, to summarize, deployment is how teams ship code from development to production. Deployment involves going through many stages, each of which will check code before passing it to the next. These stages are called CI/CD pipelines, and they must handle lots of activity from lots of people at the same time. CI/CD is the practice of building and maintaining these pipelines, so agile teams can quickly ship code and get the feedback they need. And that's CI/CD. For more reading, follow this link to check out Martin Fowler's blog on continuous delivery. Thanks for watching.